everyone, welcome to DVS Math channel. I am Deepa Prasad. Today we are continuing number system class 9th exercise 1.6 question number 1. So in previous session we are discussed about laws of exponents. So now related to those laws of exponents we are solving some problems. So before continuing with problems, let us once recall all the laws of exponents. So you all know exponent is expressed in the form of a power n, where a is base, n is power, right? So now related to these exponents we have some laws. Number 1, if you consider number 1, a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. So when bases are same, powers are different, so we can consider that a plus if it is product, so powers can be added. So now second law, a power m divided by a power n is equal to a power m minus n, and remember m is greater than n. If m is greater than n, you can apply this m minus n. So now 3. So third law is a power m whole power n. A power m whole power n, you can write it as a power m into n or mn. So number 4, a power m into b power m. Observe in the first case and fourth case. In first case bases are same, powers are different, but they are product, so here powers are added. But here bases are different, powers are same, so at that time you multiply the base and whole power m. Next, last fifth one, you can consider a power m divided by b power m. So here again powers are same, so you can directly write a by b whole power m. Clear? So these are the some laws which we are using in solving these problems. And along with this, and you all know the value of a power 0 is equal to 1, or anything to the power of 0 is 0, its value is 1. And we have another one, so this is 1, and we have, so if it is a power n, if I consider an exponent, and if I consider its reciprocal, so as you know reciprocal means 7, what is the reciprocal of 7? 1 by 7, clear? Or 1 by 8, what is the reciprocal of 1 by 8? 8. So as you know the reciprocals to each other. So if I consider a power n and its reciprocal, what will be the answer? 1 by a power, but when you are taking to the denominator, so if it is changing to the reciprocal, power changes to the negative. Power changes to the negative. Or if this is changing to the other, its reciprocal, again if we convert, so if we come to the numerator, again it becomes a power n, positive. Clear? If it is positive, if we convert to the numerator, it becomes negative. If it is negative, it becomes positive. And remember this also. So now using all these laws and some identities, we are solving this exercise 1.6 problems now. So now let's go for question number 1. In this we have 3 sub questions. First let us discuss 2. So now in this sub question 1 we have 64 to the power of 1 by 2. 64 to the power of 1 by 2. So now the base is 64 and we have to convert the 64 in terms of exponent. So we have to convert the 64 in terms of exponent. So for this, very simple, you have to remember. So 64, if I consider 64, observe. So if I keep on dividing this, division, right? So or if we take up factors, it's factors. So if I consider the factors, so always start from 2. So if I consider 2, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. Again 2, 2 1s are, again 12 6s are. Again 2 8s are, again 2 4s are, again 2 2s are. So how many 2s we got? 1 2 3 4 5 6. That means 64 can be written as 2 power 6. That means we can express 64 in terms of exponent, that is 2 power 6. That means if you multiply 2 for 6 times, that means like this, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 So 5, 6, that means if you multiply 2 for 6 times, you will get 64. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 2s are 64. Correct. So 2 power 6. So now let me change this. So if I change this 64, if I change this 2 power 6, whole power 1 by 2, whole power 1 by 2. Now how it is in the form of this one. Clear? So how it is? A power m whole power n. Observe. A power m whole power n. So I can write it as a power m into n. So now if we apply this one, what we are applying here? We are applying a power m whole power n is equal to what we can write? A power m into n. Correct. So now if we apply the same thing here, what happens here? 2 power 6 into 1 by 2. Correct. So m into n. So now observe here, 6 into 1 by 2, that is 2 1s are 2 3s are. Correct. So now finally we got 2 power 3. So you can stop here, it says 2 power 3, or you can simplify further. 2 power 3 means multiply 2 for 3 times. That means 3 times means 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Correct. Observe here, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So answer is 8 now. So that means 64 to the power of 1 by 2, its value is equal to 8 now. Clear? So this is the basic thing. First find the factors of 64, express in terms of exponent and substitute it and apply any related law and simplify it. Finally you will get the value of the given exponent. Clear? So now let's go for another one similar to first one. So now 32, you can observe here. So we'll do. So if I consider 32, what will be the factor of 32? 2 16s are. Correct. Again 2 8s are, again 2 4s are, again 2 2s are. Clear. So that means 1 2 3 4 5. That means 32 can be written as 2 power 5. Correct. 32 can be written in the form of 2 power 5. So now let us write here. So if we write here, 32 can be written as 2 power 5 1 by 2, whole power 1 by 5. Sorry, 1 by 5. So 2 power 5 whole power 1 by 5. So again what we have to apply? Again a power m whole power is equal to a power m into n. So if I apply this, here, what happens? It is 2 to the power of 5 into 1 by 5. Clear? So here 5 cancel. 2 power 1 we got now. Value is equal to 2 power 1. 2 power 1 is nothing but remember, any number to the power of 1 remains the same number. And any number to the power of 0, value is 1. So here any number to the power of 1 is same number. That means 2 power 1 is equal to 2. So that means 32 to the power of 1 by 5, its value is equal to 2. Clear? This is how you have to solve exercise 1.6 question number 1. This is how it will be in the form, that is 64 to the power of 1 by 2, 32 to the power of 1 by 5. Now sub question 3. So now what is the base here? 125. So 125 if we express in terms of factors, so 125, and remember it is not divisible by 2 because the last, as you learnt in 8th standard, that is divisibility rule, so the number ends with 5. So you can divide or you can find the factors in terms of 5 now. Correct. So 5 into 125 means 5 2s are, right? 2s are 10. So 2 remainder 5. So 5 5s are 25. Again you can write 5 means 5 5s are. So how many 5s you got? 1 2 3. So that means 125 can be expressed as 5 cube. That means 5 into 5 into 5. 5 5s are 25. 25 5s are 125. So you can express in terms of 5 cube. So now let us write. That means 125 can be expressed in 5 cube. So 5 cube whole power 1 by 3. 5 cube whole power 1 by 3. Correct. So now again here what we have to apply? Our law, that is a power m whole power n is equal to a power m into n. Please every time you mark this because it practices well all laws. Clear? So a power m whole power n is equal to a power m into n. So now if we compare this, so what happens here? 5 cube. So 5 cube into 1 by 3. So m into n. So m into n. So here 3 into 1 by 3. So these are reciprocal to each other. It cancels. So 3 3 cancels. So finally you can write 5 power 1. So anything to the power of 1, it remains the same number. So it is 5. So that means 125 power 1 by 3, its answer is 5. Clear? So now first express them in terms of factors, common factors, and write it in their exponent and substitute here and apply the law, simplify it, write the final answer. So this is how you have to solve exercise 1.6 question number 1 in the 3 sub questions. So for more exercise question, keep watching our channel, subscribe our channel. Thank you.